I wanted to make a video pretty much on my weight loss journey and how I got to where I am now. At this moment, I'm training for a triathlon and constant training. I mean, I've done multiple marathons of 5Ks, 10Ks. I run pretty much a bit. On a high end, I'm doing 30 miles a week running, and probably on a low end, maybe 15. But it's easy for people and myself to see who I am now and forget about the hard work. But lately I've just been going through my pictures and a lot of stuff. Just going back on, going into my pictures, my iClouds, and photos from me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I feel like it's just time to tell my story and how I got to where I am now. Hopefully, it can help other people out, but just mainly for me to continue on this journey. Sometimes you gotta look back and see where you've come. I mean, I still got a long way to go to get to where I want to go, but of course, to share with everybody. When I started this weight loss journey, I always wanted to be transparent and show. So if you go on my Instagram, Clutch Endurance, you can literally in my stories and in my archives, you can see from day one to like where I'm at now. There is a couple moments I missed, mainly because that was due to just feeling insecure at moments and not wanting to post the things that I was going through. I'll show my insecurities throughout these videos. I want to do pretty much six episodes or six videos on my story. I have a lot of comparison photos that I've took over the years to share. But so let's just start off at moment one. So I'll say, like, I've always been into sports. I've played sports since high school. I've always been around fitness, if not in fitness, around fitness. Of course, played Little League football for a while, and I've always been into things like I wanted to. So when I was a kid, I was introduced to hockey through an after-school program. So I played hockey for a little bit. I wouldn't say like I played organized hockey, but I learned how to skate. I learned how to some positions, but it was just, honestly, for me, it was just to getting out after school and doing things. I had a short stint with baseball. It wasn't long. I only participated in one baseball game, honestly. I did a couple practices, but it just wasn't for me. I did a lot of trying things out. Of course, in high school, playing football, my coach, to keep us active during the off season, we had to run track. So I ran track for a while. Not ran, but I mean, I had to, of course, run at practices, but for the most part, I did shot put and discus. We actually won a city championship in 2008, I believe, 2008. The city of Pittsburgh, we won the track championship. It's only like my only championship in the city league, but I mean, it was cool. I mean, it was nice to know that I participated in the championship. Pretty much after high school, I would say, like, went straight into working, and my diet, of course, from high school was, pretty much eating whatever. But I was always working. I was working a job at the time, and I was also working, going to school. And after school, we would, go straight to practice. And after practice, we'll go out, and we usually play basketball and stuff like that. So my calories, and just being young, and my calories, it never really mattered what I ate at the time, because I wasn't focused on what I ate, but two, it just, I was always burning calories at any moment. So when I left high school, my dad, just took over, because I wasn't burning as many calories because of my activities. I was just eating whatever I wanted. So I never really had a solid understanding of diet and everything like that. So fast forward, a couple years later, I would say 2015, matter of fact, before that, maybe 2013. You know, I was just working, but I was going to like a 24-hour fitness gym after work, and so I would go throughout my whole day and then get off at I got off at like 11:30, so I did the second shift, got off at like 11:30, and I would just go into the gym, and I would do what I do what I came to do, work out, get on the treadmill a little bit, lift weights, but it never really was structured. It always felt like I was doing work, but I never really got a chance to lose weight. I would at that moment I would lose like 2 pounds here and there, gain it back because, like I said, my nutrition wasn't on point. But I just had like the understanding that I was working out. Like, if somebody asked me at the time, did I go to the gym, I could say, yeah, I go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week, and it felt good. It felt good. Honestly, it just felt good to get into fitness. So fast forward to there. Um, I think, got married, and the goal, everybody's goal for their wedding is them and their partner, to get fit. So me and my then girlfriend, now wife, we were getting into the gym. We were working out. We were doing all the things that you do, and I think the overall stress of the wedding just took over, and we just like kind of lost control of our diets and stuff like that. At the time of our wedding, man, that was the heaviest I've ever been. I think at that moment I was I want to say 297, 298, something like that, and that was the biggest I've ever been. Just fitting into your tuxedo and I just remember, I just remember feeling super super unhealthy. And at that moment, I was drinking beer. I was just unhealthy, man. I was just living unhealthy. I believe I was still smoking Black and Milds at that moment, and my eating habits was just bad. So it was just a really really bad moment for me in time, and at that point I knew I needed to change, but I still didn't make that change or that decision to change. Fast forward again. So at this moment, we are, you know, out of the wedding. Now before the wedding started, I did sign up for a cardio boxing gym, and this cardio boxing gym, it was pretty cool. And I signed up for it was a I'll say this, I signed up for it because when I get contracts, or when I'm looking to get a contract from a company, I'll sign up for that company, or I'll sign up for their I'll sign up for what they're offering. At this moment, it was a gym. I had a cleaning company, so I signed up to see what they were doing, to get acclimated to their culture and their business, and see what I can offer them. So I signed up for that gym before the wedding. So I was doing fitness, like I was getting into working out. Man, that gym really really was good because one, I like the idea of doing boxing cardio, but I also like the structure to it. It wasn't like I just was going in there punching bags. I mean, there was a routine with it, and it felt good to get back into a routine. So, um, shout out to them, and get me started along that journey. Um, but after that, I mean, it was good. I actually did get the contract for that company. So, um, instead of going to the 24-hour fitness gym, after I got done cleaning that building for the night, I would just work out in that building. So that was good. That was a part of my growth because now I had no excuse not to go to the gym because I was in the gym. That was my last contract of the night. So I was in the gym working out. So at that moment, I don't know if I consciously did it, but I started recording my workouts, and I started recording my journey. I always knew that I was going to get to the point where I'm at now, but at that moment, I just knew that it was just important for me um, to record it because I wanted to create I just want to create something that I can look back on in those moments, because I always heard about plateaus, and I feel like I've constantly hit plateaus in my life. But looking back on pictures or videos of yourself when you weren't um, as heavy as you are now, or when I wasn't as heavy, it definitely helped out. So I created just a stream of videos and pictures that I can always go back to. Now I got like 3 phones of videos and pictures. It's hard to go back through some of that stuff because and even delete some of that stuff because it's like you never know when you need that like motivation. But I have so much stuff, so that's another one of the reasons why I wanted to create this video, because I feel like I need to not get rid of some of this stuff, but just put it out there so I don't have so much space on my phone. So around that time, I was working on just doing cardio as well as getting on the treadmill. I wasn't running at this moment, but I was just doing some walks and also doing some at home workouts. So um, I don't know if any people are familiar with. They used to have like Tabo, I think it's Tabo or something like that, or whoever the fitness instructors, but they used to have DVDs that you could do. I mean, at that time, like I said, I was still managing my time because, working a full-time job, also being a college student, being a father, working a business, giving time to your partner, because at that moment, I mean, being a mother, we weren't exactly new parents, but we were. I mean, we were new parents at that time. So it was important for us to give each other breaks. So I couldn't always just run off to the gym. I was like, man, I'm gonna still do my workouts. So I did some of those like at home workouts, and they were pretty good. I mean, they worked out. I mean, it was at this moment, I think I was just creating that consistency, creating that level of consistency to carry on with me. So that was really good. The one thing that I would say at this moment in time really helped me out was the stair stepper, and it was such an easy way for me to burn calories without like having to do much. I mean, a 30 minute stair stepper workout was it for me. I think I tried to get like 1,000. I want to say 1,000 steps on a stair stepper in 30 minutes. I don't know if that's a lot or it felt like a lot, at that moment. But also another thing that just thinking about back on my journey, man, sauna suits. So I used to buy sauna suits like that was. If I had $10, no, if I had $25 in the bank and the sauna suit was like $10, I'd make sure that I would go get a sauna suit. And it was something about getting done with your workout and just kind of like taking it off, and then just the water just coming out. It was just like, man, like you actually seen your sweat. And then being sweaty is like, one thing is like you're putting in work, but like seeing it all at once, like it might be nasty to most people, but like when you're on a mission, like any like marginal gain helps, like, and just seeing that helped me out so much, just being like, man, like I'm really doing it. But I also, looking back at my gym attire, man, I would go in with a sauna suit, sweatpants, hoodie, headphones, hat. Like it was just like, subconsciously I felt like I was just trying to hide myself because I just wasn't happy where I was at in life, you know what I mean? But over the years, of course, to the gym now, I'm not wearing sauna suits and I'm not wearing big hoodies and stuff like that, unless I'm in a day where I'm just doing like heavy cardio and I want to sit in the actual sauna. But for the most part, it's not like that anymore. But I think back to those days where it was just like my main goal was just to lose the weight. That was the only way I kind of knew how. But eventually this kind of started backfiring on me because it was just like you realize it's just water weight. It's not actually helping you to lose weight. I mean, it is, but at that point I didn't have any idea on how to eat nutrition wise. I mean, I helped, like, for me at that time mentally, or not even just mentally, at that time eating a salad was healthy for me, and I wouldn't say like eating a salad and like having all the healthy stuff in it. It would be like eating a salad and smothering it with ranch, and I was like, man, I did something, and now we know now, of course, knowing what I know now, the salad, I mean the ranch dressing is half the battle, because that's half of the calories that's in the salad, or the sugars and all of the additives that's in ranch dressing that turns that salad into a dessert. Um, so yeah, at that moment, I would say like I still wasn't eating proper, and it was a continued struggle because even if I did lose 5 pounds, I would gain it back by the end of the week just because of the way I ate. And if I missed a day, I mean, I just gained back because I didn't understand the concept of calories in, calories out at that point. I mean, I just was eating and going to the gym, and um, it really didn't have a positive effect. I mean, I would say maybe it had a mental effect of just knowing that I was getting in the gym, but the effect of me actually losing weight and getting to my goals wasn't. It just wasn't where it should have been at that time. I would say like my biggest goal at that moment was to lose 50 pounds. When I really decided to get serious about it at that moment, I was 294, and I remember it was after Thanksgiving, after Christmas, and we like of course everybody has their family meals, and I just realized at that moment, man, like every time I ate Christmas dinner, every time I ate Thanksgiving dinner, I just felt so terrible, man. Like everybody talks about the quote unquote the itis, and I'm just like, man, there's no way I should like, cause I don't feel like this. Like even if I ate a salad or even if I ate a burger or something like that, I didn't necessarily feel that bad afterwards. But after Thanksgiving dinner, after Christmas dinner, it was like I felt like completely terrible. So my goal at that moment, I remember just setting the goal, and it was like December. It was like after a little bit after Christmas. So I think it was like December 27th, I believe, and I was like, man, you know, this new year coming up, I didn't want to set a New Year's resolution. I wanted to kind of set a lifestyle change. So I wrote on my whiteboard that I wanted to lose 50 pounds, and I just kept it up there. Honestly, I just kept it up there. I didn't know if it was possible, but that was my goal, is to lose 50 pounds, and that's what I attacked in that year. Man, I just wanted to lose that 50 pounds. That was my main goal for that moment. Just to lose the weight. And I think that's where my first win came in, because it was like I didn't look at it as a New Year's resolution. I didn't look at it as like a quote unquote diet. I was just like, man, it's just time to make this change and make this decision to change, and to get out of this. And this is even before I started running. This is before I started cycling. This is just me going into the gym. I didn't do, like I said, the only cardio that I really did at that time was cardio boxing and the stair stepper, and that was a grind. And of course, I weight lifted a lot at that moment, and worked on upper body. I worked on upper body a lot. So it was a while before. I mean, because I think that's just where I was comfortable at, and it was good. I mean, I definitely had a big win with that, and continue on working in those moments. And that was just like the beginning. That was the beginning of this weight loss journey for me. Um, I would say mentally, I just wasn't in a great place when I first started, because it felt like too much of a battle. I remember going into the gym, and I seen a guy, and he is about like he's probably like 160, man. And I remember him saying like, man, I used to be 285, and I used to do this and that, and it looks like this guy was like never big in his life. Like it literally looked like he never was big in his life. And I just remember thinking to myself like, man, if he could do it, I can do it. And a lot of people say that, and they mean it like a backhanded compliment, like, oh, if he could do it, I could do it. But I literally felt that. Like I was just like, man, like if he's saying what he's saying, and he got to where he is now, I can definitely see myself doing the same thing. So mentally, I say that was the start of me trying to gather myself um, and start this journey. So so physically, in that moment, you know, it was like weight. I didn't understand the concept of building muscle to lose weight. So my main thing right there, like I said, I was doing sauna suits, and one thing that I was doing a lot was juicing, like not juicing like steroid juicing, but like juicing like fresh pressed juices. So I got a fresh pressed juicer, and I would do like celery cleanses and like fruit cleanses, or like I'll go on like a 7 day juice cleanse, or 2 week juice cleanse, and that helped out a lot because I mean it was nice to see the weight drop, and I felt good. I was starting to understand what it feels like for your body to not operate off of all of the negative foods, and but I will honestly say all of those options at that moment didn't necessarily put me in a great place, because if I if I stopped, and those were diets, you know what I'm saying, and they were diets. So as soon as I got off of them and start eating regular, or eating the way I was before, the weight would come back. So it just kind of felt like I was hitting a multiple plateaus at that moment. Like I remember losing 16 pounds or losing 18 pounds, and I would be like, man, I can't believe that I just lost this weight, and then gain it right back. So at those moments, that was really tough for me. But of course, you know, in the next video, I'll talk a little bit more about what I did to get out of that cycle, and how things progress going on. So that was the beginning of this weight loss journey. Please stick around for the other videos. Like I said, it's going to be a 6 video series, docu-series, vlog, whatever you want to call it, weight loss journey. And you know, just stick around for it, and hopefully you can learn something from these videos. And do me a favor, guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, it just shows YouTube that you guys are liking these videos that I'm posting. It helps me get my videos into the algorithm, and it helps my videos, reach more people like you, and people like me who need to see some of these videos, motivational videos, and weight loss videos, and fitness videos. So subscribe, share to your friends, and or comment below. Like, if you have a weight loss journey, tell me about it, man. I would love to hear about your journey and how you got to where you are now. So for now, like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Clutch Endurance. Follow me on Twitter, Darnell Turner, Clutch_EN. And look out for my Patreon as well. I'm still working on that, trying to gather things for that, so you can get some behind the scene footage, and some merch, of course. And also follow the Passion, Pain, and Progress podcast on Spotify. So on this podcast, I talk to other people about their journeys through fitness and weight loss, and everything in between: business, fitness, lifestyle, family, everything in between. So that is the Passion, Pain, and Progress podcast on Spotify. Check it out. And yeah, just stick around for more. Like I said, more videos coming soon. So holla at y'all in a minute. Peace.